Impromptu storms, hurricanes, heat waves and droughts, all results of climate change. Here in Jamaica, these natural disasters sometimes wreak havoc. But the Prime Minister explained earlier today that even some of the issues Jamaicans complain about daily are attributed to climate change. Of course, I'm going to allow Trishagaye Kelly to share more on what the Prime Minister said earlier at the climate conference.
Thank you, Nika. Well, the Prime Minister made an interesting presentation today at a climate conference where he highlighted the impact of climate change in Jamaica. He even mentioned that sometimes climate change brings disasters that damage our infrastructure. And that was a highlight for me, Nika, because he was basically saying that some of the things that needs to be fixed in the country are due to climate change. So let's have a look.
The issue of climate change is nothing new to the region. In fact, it's been plaguing the Caribbean for decades. However, over the years, the conditions have worsened, and Jamaica, in its own way, has felt the severe impact of climate change. Prime Minister Andrew Holness at the University of Technology's International Climate Conference highlighted the direct impact natural disasters can have on the nation's infrastructure. Poor road conditions still top the list among the many concerns citizens have shared, but Holness explains natural disasters play a part in damaging the country's resources.
Could we repair all of those roads that were damaged all at once? But just look at the heavy rains that we have had and the impact on the roads. You begin then to understand how climate change impacts your lives. But let's look at another impact of climate change.
But the Prime Minister did not stop there, further addressing concerns of poor water supply. He says research has proven that sections of the island which are known to receive heavy rainfall are no longer under the same circumstances. He explains that some of the areas in which citizens choose to live will cost the government much more than it can finance to offer them good water supply.
The droughts are longer and more intense. So when you're quarreling about your water, it's not a government that doesn't care to give you water. That's not the issue. Sometimes the question is, where is the water source? And how do we get the water from where it is to where you choose to live?
However, despite the many pressing challenges, the Prime Minister says the government is working assiduously to satisfy the country's needs while maneuvering the issue of climate change.
Jamaica has changed in fundamental ways. We have addressed the issue of Jamaica being able to withstand multiple crises happening all at once. Crises that are not just low severity but high severity. Crises that are overlapping.
From one extreme to the next, climate change continues to affect countries across the globe, leaving governments to wonder what's coming next. Trishagaye Kelly, CVM News.